Maharashtra is currently witnessing language row. Hindi, Marathi, political parties heating up this entire thing. I don't think there would have been a better day to talk about it than today, which is one of the biggest festivals of Maharashtra, particularly rural Maharashtra, called Ashadi Ekadashi. This is a festival where all the Warkaris, as they are called, they flock together at Pandharpur to have the darshan of Vithoba Mauli, which is Lord Vishnu. And they walk all the way from wherever they are and sing bhajans and hymns which are basically written by the great saints of Maharashtra. Today we talk about violence. Today we talk about forceful infliction of speaking a certain language. Now, just let me get back about 700 years back or 800 years back. And one of the greatest exponents of Marathi literature and the revered saints of Maharashtra, Sant Jnaneshwar, he wrote Pasaidan. That's the gift, boon of God. You know what did he say? I'll quote in Marathi. आता विश्वात्मके देवे येणे वाग्यज्ञे तोषावे तोषोनी मज द्यावे पसाय दान हे जे खळांची व्यंकटी सांडो तया सत्कर्मी रती वाढो भूता परस्परे जडो मैत्र जीवांचे दुरितांचे तिमिर जाओ विश्व स्वधर्म सूर्य पाओ जो जे वांछील तोतीला हो प्राणी जात वर्षत सकळ मंगळी ईश्वर निष्ठांची मांदियाळी अनवरत भूमंडळी भेटतू या भूता चला कल्पतरूंचे आरव चेतना चिंतामणीचे गाव बोलते जे अर्णव पियुषाचे चंद्रमे जे अलांछन मार्तंड जे तापहीन ते सर्वाही सदा सज्जन सोयरे होतो. ऑल मीन्स वी स्पीक good language, have good deeds, talk about world as a community. बोलते जे अर्णव पियुषाचे, whatever we speak, that should be blissful. That should be for people to coexist. This was the thought of Maharashtra by the greatest Sant Jnaneshwar. Who are today's people to talk about the language? Sant Namdev. As a matter of fact, the hymns written find their place in Guru Granth Sahib. Kabir idolized Sant Namdev. Sant Eknath, who finds his way into Sufi literature, and the greatest of Maharashtra, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Did you think his Mavra Sena, did they go to their subject to figure out as to whether they are speaking the language that was spoken then? No. The entire focus was on how to have the next tactic against the Mughals, against the Adil Shah of Bijapur or the Nizam. Maharashtra has been the torch bearer for everything, whether it be Indian national movement, freedom struggle, who Britishers called father of Indian unrest. भारताच्या असंतोषाचे जनक was लोकमान्य टिळक, आद्य क्रांतिकारी वासुदेव बळवंत फडके, and the list goes on. The man who drafted the constitution, one of the most intelligent legal luminaries India has ever seen, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. With the legacy that we have, we are talking about imposition of a language. Political parties can do it for their own benefit. That is their job. That is how they will survive. The entire century, 18th century, was dominated by Maharashtras who controlled the Delhi Empire. What Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj gave as a base was completely capitalized by the Peshwas. Ahilyabai Holkar, Mahatma Scindia. And if you are talking about Marathi language, it's a rich cultural language. People speaking or some people not speaking, it's not going to demean the language. But language is by itself, it has an exalted position. And by saying that you speak my language forcefully, on the contrary, you're demeaning that language. If you're imposing or trying forcefully, and that too by physical violence, that's not going to work. On the contrary, people are going to dislike it more. Marathi language is so rich in terms of Marathi's literature, Marathi drama, Marathi theatre. The first film to get the President's Award was by Acharya Atre, based on Sane Guruji's book called Shamchi Ai. It is by itself a rich language. I take pride in being called a Maharashtrian. I probably close on a note that today is Ashadi Ekadashi. As I mentioned at the beginning of my video, our great personalities, they transcended beyond the barriers of everything. And sadly for the state, in 21st century, the age of AI, what are we discussing is merely a language. Let me emphatically say, Marathi is one of the finest languages in this country. It finds its way about 1,000 years back. One of the first Marathi literatures was found in Shravan Belgula. That's somewhere at Karnataka. Yes, people living in the state should strive to learn this language. It will be a very rewarding and a valuable experience for them. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.